before we get into the stuff that happened today and that's happened this last week, I really want to talk about that ATLA token. And the reason is because there are such big things going on with that token right now, and I feel like you guys need to know about it. Because there's opportunities here that if you're not paying attention, you could very easily miss. And I don't want you to miss them. I want this to be something that you could look back on and say, hey, I was there for that. That was me. I was part of that. And it's very, very important to me that I try to give back to my audience in every single way that I could possibly give back to my audience. So I want you guys to listen close. I want you guys to, really, really grasp onto my words and try to understand what's happening here and why it's happening. I don't want anyone left behind, and that's very important for me to not have anybody left behind, because I know what that feels like. I've been there, I've done that, and I don't like it, and I don't want you guys to experience it. So I'm going to do my very best tonight to make this quick, but also to the point. This is one of those moments, guys, where you either enter early and take part in this, or you watch from the sidelines and you say that, very famous phrase, damn, I wish I should have taken this opportunity. I wish I considered this more seriously. Look what's happening, and I could have been there and I'm not. And I don't want anyone to feel that way, so I'm going to try to do everything I could tonight to be absolutely crystal clear. First and foremost, I'm not forcing anybody to buy anything. I hope you guys know that. None of this that I've said over the last few weeks, or that I'm about to say tonight, or anything that I will say in the next several weeks regarding this, is not financial advice whatsoever. I am an owner and a co-founder of the Atom Ventures group. There are several of us from around the world. We have countries, all the way from Belarus to Japan, to Australia, to Tel Aviv, to America. We're literally everywhere, and we're expanding day by day. And that's something that I'm actually very proud of. It's not just an American company, or it's not just a European company, or it's not just a Japanese company. We meshed everybody together, and we work flawlessly together. And I think that's important when you have a company of this magnitude and of this size. I think it's very important to know that you have a lot of different eyes and a lot of different brains on this project at all times. So nothing is financial advice. Every single one of you guys are free to make your own decisions. I give you the information, which I'm about to do, and you make the decision for yourself. It's that simple, right? My job today is to try to give you the highest level of clarity and confidence, because I keep hearing the same question over and over and over again, whether it's in the Telegram chat, whether it's in an email to me, or whether it's on, wherever it is, a direct message. What's the real point behind the token? What's behind it? Where's the utility? A lot of people are saying, well, it's just a token. It doesn't have anything. It's not like a Bitcoin. It's not like an XRP. Okay, I hear you. I hear the questions. So let me answer them right now. Before anybody goes any further, let me just get that out of the way. I'm going to explain it in a very, very, very simple way so that absolutely everybody could understand it, and you're comfortable with whatever decision you make, whether you decide to proceed or whether you decide to not proceed. Whatever decision you make, be comfortable with it. But know all of the intangibles. You got to know the intangibles first. Now, next week, the burn mechanism for the ATLA token goes live. Why is that important? What does that mean? Starting next week, we will officially launch the ATLA burn mechanism. We won't maybe launch it next week. We won't launch it sometime next week. We won't, extend it by 2 weeks. We won't do any of that. It is starting next week, period. That's it. The burn mechanism for that token will begin next week. ATLA has a total supply worldwide of 3 billion tokens. The goal for 2026 is to burn more than 2 billion tokens in total. Yes, that's correct. You heard that. We want to burn 2 billion tokens. So what does it mean? And what does it matter to anybody, for that matter, who thinks logically? This is why, and this is what makes the price do what you just saw it do over the last several days, and what you'll see it continue to do over the next, into next week and the weeks beyond. The total supply of the ATLA token will be shrinking. When the supply goes down, every remaining token will become more scarce. Do you remember when we talked about total mintage of coins, gold and silver coins? If it has a low mintage amount, that means they're more rare, right? So then therefore that coin will have more value than any other coin. A lot of you guys that went through goldquiz.com to switch over your 401ks or your IRAs, you got a lot of very specific coins that have numismatic value. It's not the same as that, but it's similar. It's similar to that in a way that could be described in the crypto world as a numismatic value. When supply goes down, all of the remaining tokens become more rare. They become more scarce. If at the same time the real usage keeps growing for that token, the value of each token is not supported by hype anymore. It's supported by math. So you have scarcity going up because tokens are being burned. Burn means sold. So anybody that has tokens right now that is able to sell them, they begin to sell them. We want to burn 2 billion tokens in 2026. As that becomes happening more, the usage rate of those tokens keeps growing. The value of each token is no longer hypothetical. It is mathematically certain. Here's the key part to that. The burn is not some little button that we push back at headquarters and say, hey, we really, really want this to burn now so we can increase the value of the tokens. That's not how it works. It's an integrated feature at a level 1, a layer 1 chain on the blockchain. That means that the infrastructure and a system level mechanism is in place. It's infrastructure. Layer 1 blockchain is the best blockchain device that you could have. So there's nothing that we could do that we could go back to our offices and be like, type, 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 type. Oh, burn. Price goes up. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Utility. Why does that even exist at all? It's a utility token. We're not building a token for the sake of building a token. We're building an economy around the token, a real economy. And at the heart of the economy is the blockchain sports arena. Now this is where it gets really, really interesting, and this is where it gets really, really cool. Blockchain sports arena is a mechanism that connects big business, soccer teams currently, and fans into one system where everybody earns. And the unit value inside that system, the actual thing that you use for currency, is the ATLA token, is the ATLA token. Now pay attention, because this is the core of the entire thing. Once you understand this part, everything else will just click in your mind. You'll get it. There won't be anything to understand anymore. The blockchain sports arena is not just starting. This has already started. This has started years ago. We currently have, at the ATLA network, we currently have over 500 different sports clubs within blockchain sports that are using the technology, the AI, the system, the ecosystem, which has the ATLA token as its currency. 500 worldwide professional clubs that are using this. Now, when we first launched the ATLA token, when we first launched blockchain sports, this was launched internationally to the #1 sport in the world, soccer, right? We wanted to start there because that could give you very good proof of concept. And that is exactly what it did. Blockchain Sports Arena, I'm just going to call it the Arena going forward, has agreements with more than 500 different soccer clubs worldwide, different levels. They're all in different levels. They're all in different countries. Some could be creme de la creme. Some could be mid-level. Some could be, I don't know what it is. I'm not that good at soccer, to be honest with you, but it's Champions League, Premier League, all different levels, different countries around the world. Those clubs come with massive, massive fan bases. In total, there's more than 50 million fans across those 500 soccer clubs. So what are we doing? Why does it matter to the fans that we have our own token or our own arena or our own app or our own anything? We are currently giving our fans a way to earn one-to-one alongside their club, meaning when the fan earns, the club earns the same amount. What are they earning? The ATLA token. Here's the most simple example that I could think of, so you understand the scale of this entire operation. Imagine a very large company wants to buy 1 billion views for its content, 1 billion views worldwide for its company, whatever that company is. Very, very large company. Let's just give an example. Let's say Apple. Apple wants to go out and they want eyes on their new product, whether it's the iPhone, the iPad, the watch, whatever it is. And they want advertisement to occur on that product. Let's say they set a number and they say, I want 1 billion views. Okay? So they are now in the market for eyes on their new product. How do they get it? Could be a video, could be a post on social media, could be an advertisement, commercial type thing, whatever, doesn't matter, could be anything. In order to get 1 billion views, you have to kind of combine all of those things so it makes the most amount of sense, so you could procure 1 billion eyes on your new launch. The business question on this side of it is always the same. How do I get huge volume as cheaply as I can with as much organic growth and organic reach as I could possibly get? Organic reach means not paying for anything, right? So the number one factor when you want to gain an audience for any particular product, and I've done this too with my live streams, you know, it's how do I get the most amount of people to follow me with paying the least amount of money, and then have it just keep churning without paying any money? That's organic, right? Now, traditional ads are very, very expensive. They don't always produce organic reach. You could end up spending a lot of money for advertisements and not get what you're actually looking for. It's not what we do. We do it completely differently. The content that gets uploaded into the arena are those advertisements. These fans of these clubs post that content across all of their own social media network in droves, massively. Tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of posts occur because of the fans that we have attached to these clubs. So what happens next? Social media algorithms detect something unusual is going on here. The exact same content that's being posted everywhere, all at the same time, they got their eyes on that now. All the social media networks do. Those are the algorithm. The algorithm that notices all of this is happening, they're like, whoa. All these people are sharing this, whatever this is, right? That's what makes something go viral. Do you guys ever hear about, you know, a post or a video going viral? The reason it goes viral is because it starts at our level, right? It starts with the regular people just sharing it on social media. Then the algorithms kick in. The algorithms start spreading it too. It pushes the content into recommendations for other users to see. And once it hits recommendations, that's when your organic traffic starts kicking in. The traffic that you don't pay for. That is the kind of free reach that you just can't really buy the normal way. Okay? That's where the real economy begins. So let's move on to another area of this now. How do fans and clubs earn any kind of rewards or tokens or anything within the app? It's very simple. There's no magic to this at all. A fan within blockchain sports posts the content. Okay? The content generates views. For those views and engagements, the fan earns points. Those points are tracked within our app, and we post a leaderboard. This leaderboard is an ongoing thing until the end of whatever contests that we're engaging in. The fan could then take those points that they just generated by doing all of these things within our blockchain sports app, within the arena, and they could exchange the points for ATLA tokens. Pretty good concept. So they could build points for themselves on the leaderboard, win contests, whatever the contest we set may be, a certain amount of points, a certain amount of shares, a certain amount of whatever. We have our own fans advertising our own thing organically. They get points, and then they can trade the points for the ATLA tokens. Pretty good concept. Now, here's what matters. These aren't just game points locked inside some sort of system for some sort of contest. This is a token. The token, the ATLA token that you guys have been buying for the last few days, that is a liquid instrument. That is something that is part of our ecosystem. That is our currency. Now, the best part, the soccer club that these fans are posting for and that they're following and everything within the app. And I'm talking about soccer right now because we have proof of concept on soccer because we've already launched soccer. But we're going to get into the NFL. We're going to get into baseball. We're going to get into the NBA. We're going to get into big time major league sports within the United States. Now, the best part, every time that fan earns points for that particular task, whatever it is that they are doing, so does the sports team. So does the soccer club. So does the baseball team. The sports team also earns points, same amount that the actual user used. So the teams within blockchain sports are motivated to bring fans to blockchain sports. The fans are motivated to participate because they could exchange their points for ATLA tokens, which have actual value, which you could sell. And businesses are motivated to buy into this model because it produces a very real organic virality through sports. It makes things go viral, right? It catches on to those social media networks. The social media network's algorithm hooks up to it, and then pew, explosion. All three sides win at the same time. The sports team wins. The user that's following the sports team wins. The advertisers win. The social media networks win. And we win as the company that is launching all this. The ATLA token is the fuel inside that engine. Now, let's talk about the United States and how this relates. We are now entering the biggest market in the world, which is the United States. We are a registered company in Delaware, out of Delaware. Most companies go to Delaware just because of the way that things are set up in Delaware. There's nothing, nothing really special about that. It's not a fancy label. We didn't just do that because we wanted to say, oh, we're registered in Delaware in the United States. It's because the arena as infrastructure is going to sign contracts, Blockchain Sports Arena, which is part of Blockchain Sports, which is part of Atom Ventures. We are going to sign contracts with major media agencies and advertising structures within the United States. And the United States is the biggest market for marketing budgets. We have billion-dollar companies here, mega billion-dollar companies that spend billions and billions, if not trillions of dollars on marketing. The United States is by far the market for marketing budgets. That's where the money is within the United States. That's where the demand is. That's where the scale is. So we're not building a small local story with blockchain sports or with Jiggle or with the ATLA token or the Jiggle token. We're building a global engine for organic marketing through sports. Now, this is obviously all about the ATLA token, but we are going to do the same exact thing with the Jiggle token. CoinZoom. Our token, the ATLA token, is going to be listed on CoinZoom. That's a major, major step for us as a company. The ATLA token is going to be listed on CoinZoom within the United States, and that's happening very soon. That means that the token becomes visible and accessible through a United States exchange infrastructure. Right now, CoinZoom is a United States-based cryptocurrency exchange. It's going to be listed on there, which now means this token, which has not been listed in the United States before, finally is. That expands access, it strengthens credibility, and probably most importantly, it improves liquidity for the token. How are you able to get rid of the token once you have the token? How do you sell it? What do you sell it for? What is the mechanism of selling it? All those questions will be very easily answered once we list on CoinZoom, and that's happening now. So yes, blockchain sports is part of the Atom Venture ecosystem, but it's not a standalone island within the ecosystem. It's a key piece inside a much larger tech system. That's what blockchain sports is. That's what the ATLA token is. Now, here's the big update. Okay, and I promised that I would talk more about this going into next week. And the reason why I'm spending a little bit of time on this, I hope for those of you that aren't interested, I hope you'll hear me out, because I've only been talking about this for about 15, 20 minutes so far. And it's very important for me to say these things to a mass audience like this, because a lot of people, your fellow followers, the people you talk to in the chat regularly, the people that have been following me for years, just like you have, those people, even if you haven't, those people have invested a lot of money into Atom Ventures and or into Jiggle and or into now ATLA for blockchain sports. So I have to get this out. I have to do it during a live stream, and I'm going to do it during this one. I need 20, 25 minutes of your time, and I appreciate you bearing with me in case you are not getting involved in this and this is something you don't want to do. So thank you guys for hanging with me here. All right. This is the biggest update, and this is one of the biggest reasons why you've been seeing such large increases in the ATLA price and in the price of the ATLA token over the last several days. Starting today, you could officially, now listen to this. Some of you are going to like this and some of you aren't. But we did it because I think we needed to do it, and we are doing it. Starting today, you could officially buy the ATLA token on Boostify. Link is down below in the description of this video. You could officially buy the ATLA token on Boostify using XRP. Let me repeat that one more time. I just want to say it one more time. I know you heard me. But I'm going to say it again because I like saying it out loud. Using my link below in the description of this video, not in the comments. By the way, you guys got to be very, very careful with the scammers that are trying to lure you in the chat and in the comments. There is only one way to buy the ATLA token, and it's my link down below in this video. The link, just so you guys know, let me make sure I'm reading it right here. The link will be, come on, how many? You think I would know it by now, right? It's the one that says boostify.com/ref equals Phil Godleski. And it's down below. Just click it. It's down below. We don't even have to go through a big, whole thing here. Just click it. Let me repeat it one more time. Starting today, for the first time, you could now buy the ATLA token on Boostify using your XRP. That means we've opened a new gateway into our ecosystem. It means that XRP holders now have a direct bridge to get into the ATLA token. I'm just going to say this straight because I don't know how else to do it any other way. If you hold XRP, you now have options. You don't have to just sit and wait. You can strategically diversify your portfolio into a portfolio that includes the ATLA token, and you could do it by holding your XRP. You don't have to sign up for a TronLink account. Well, you do still have to sign up for a TronLink, so that was a poor statement. I'm sorry. You don't have to go and buy Tether. You don't have to go and buy anything else. If you have XRP, use it to purchase. That is now available on Boostify. Just now, I just read this in the chat over here, the ATLA token passed $150. Is that right? Let me. Somebody said it in the chat. I gotta verify this because I can't even believe how well we're all doing here. ATLA price today. Here we go. 156. 156. It's going up. It's almost 157 now. So I want to remind everybody. On Tuesday of this past week, I made a little car video, which I'm famous for. Famous for a lot of things, but that's one of them. Some things aren't so good that I'm famous. Anyway, I made a little car video and I said, hey, I think it would be in everyone's best interest to get in on these ATLA tokens. I can't say too much more, but you have an opportunity to go get some right now. That was Tuesday. When I made that video, the price of the ATLA token was $22. $22 or $23. It went up and down that day, but somewhere in there. The next day, less than 24 hours later, less than 24 hours after I made that video saying, hey, go get some ATLA, here's the link. Price of the ATLA token went from that $22, $23 to $39. The next day, less than 48 hours video, 48 hours later from the first video, the ATLA token went from $39 into the 80s in under 72 hours. Today, as we sit here, it is after 9 p.m. on the East Coast. The ATLA token has touched $158.29. So, I got nothing against you XRP holders. I really don't. I completely and fundamentally disagree with your, maybe not yours, but with the common rhetoric around XRP. I do not believe that XRP is going to fly in price. There are way too many intangibles that also have to happen in order for XRP to increase by the amount that you guys are thinking it's going to increase. I just don't believe it. I have a little bit of knowledge of what's going on with the financial reset, with gold and silver. By the way, why did you guys get into gold and silver? Was it because of me? Not all of you. Some of you were involved in it before. That's fine. But what's the reason? Why did I tell you? It worked, didn't it? What did it do today? I know it's Saturday, so what are we at? Silver as of today went up $5 between yesterday and today. It's almost at $95 an ounce again. And gold it's got to be close to an all-time high if it didn't hit it again. That went up $100. It's at about $5,300 an ounce. These things play. They play in real life. This is all research. This is so much research and time and technology that I've put into these things. And it is now time for not only me to reap the benefits, but for you. I am trying to help you. So you could continue to sit and wait with the XRP. I really don't care. I'm not going to do that. And I know a lot of other people aren't either. You could, again, you can strategically diversify your portfolio by moving your XRP right on Boostify, use my link, into the ATLA token. Not because of the hype. Don't do it because of the hype around the ATLA token. Do it because of this. This is the reason why you want to get the ATLA token right now. The burn starts next week. The utility is active through the arena. The utility token, the reason why there's a token is active in the arena. The US market is opening via CoinZoom. 3 reasons. Our ecosystem is expanding. And the entry into this ecosystem, the entry into blockchain sports, the entry into CoinZoom, the entry into everything that we're doing with Atom Ventures is becoming easier and easier and easier. Guys, listen to me. This is the phase that we're in right now, that the infrastructure of our company is gaining speed. We are doing 2 things at the same time. Number 1, we are reducing the token supply. That's burning. Okay? We are increasing real demand through a working network. Blockchain Sports Arena, sports clubs, fans, and strategic contracts with advertising companies and marketing companies within the United States. I can't get into detail on those contracts and stuff, but they're big. That is the growth formula when it's built the right way. We know what we are doing. We have some of the smartest minds in the world. Yeah, of course I'm one of them, but we have other ones too. That was so stupid. I hate when I do stupid things and then I regret them immediately, and then I talk out loud about doing the stupid thing. And that's even worse. You know what I mean? And then how do I get out of this awkward situation right now? I have no idea. Sometimes I just want to punch myself in the face. We have a formula for growth, and a lot of people are saying, oh, there's nothing behind that ATLA token. It's hype. It's a pump and dump. Okay. You say so, buddy. The truth is, we have a formula. We are building this the right way, and we are doing absolutely everything we could to prolong the history, the wealth, and the growth factor of this ATLA token. If you want to understand it deeper, just go to our official channels. Talk to our managers. I have them all listed in my channel, and I'll put them in my Telegram channel again later tonight, so you guys could join them. Go to the managers, ask questions, get the facts. If you really understand the model, and you understand everything that I just said, the decision's up to you. It's out of my hands. I can't do anything with it anymore. But I'll tell you one thing, and this will be the last, and we'll move on from it. I want to show you a quick 2-minute video after this, and then we'll move on to the good stuff. Not that this isn't good. This is even better stuff. This stuff excites me. Gets me feeling all tingly everywhere. Just moments again. I'll tell you one thing. Phases like the one we're in right now, they don't last forever. It's a very short window that you get to get in. When it becomes obvious to everyone that the early and cheap phase is already gone, that's when it ends. Right now, if you go to Boostify, let me check the current prices just so I'm quoting it accurately. And these prices are not going to be there for very long for the ATLA token. but I'll tell you what they are as of right now, as of this moment that you sit there. You could get an ATLA token in this investment round, just because it's the investment round. These prices aren't going to last going forward. Even for the next few days, they go up. I believe we're raising them. By spending the most amount of money, which is $1 million for the pack, that will get you 500,000 ATLA tokens. You could get them at $2 per token. They're currently $158. That's what the price of the token is. You get them for $2 a token. Now, obviously, most of you, or probably just about all of you, do not have $1 million, but we do have $1,000 token pack. That token pack comes with 211 ATLA tokens. Guys, do the math. 211, I'm going to do it for you. 211 ATLA tokens times $158 a token. $33,338. Spend $1,000, $33,300. So, some important things on that token. They're locked for 6 months. Can't do anything with it for 6 months. Why? Because we're maintaining growth. We don't want pump and dump strategy. That is what crushes the price of a token. We know what we are doing. Some of the smartest minds in the world. Locked for 6 months. After 6 months, we're going to unlock probably like 5% of your overall token holdings. So if you own 211, for example, we'll unlock 10 of those tokens, roughly, around 10. 10 tokens, depending on what the price is that particular day. If the price holds what it's at right now, the $150, $160 price, do the math. You got most of your investment back on your first 5% sale. There's then a 24-month vesting period. It's a little bit different than Jiggle, because this is one that we really need to keep up there value-wise without a pump and dump thing. Every month after the first 6 months, a certain percentage more will be unlocked. It could be 5%, could be 10%, could be whatever we decide it'll be. Depends on the economics and the math associated around the token at that particular time. Can't do anything with them for 6 months, just like the Jiggle tokens, locked. 24-month vesting period, certain amount will be unlocked every 30 days after that first 6 months. So it depends on when you purchase them. It's not 6 months from a certain date. It's 6 months from the date that you purchase them. Not that everybody purchases them. It's not like you could wait 4 months, buy some, and then you only have to wait 2 months after that because 4 plus 2 equals 6. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay? So that's how the resale of the token will eventually go once you go ahead and have them, you hold them, you can log into your Boostify on a daily basis, your Boostify account on a daily basis, see what the price is, how many you hold, number one, and also what the current value of all of those holdings are. Somebody emailed me earlier today. They put in, I think it was $5,000 into an ATLA token pack, and they're like, this is insane. I just spent $5,000 and it's telling me that these tokens are worth, I think they said it was 150, 160 some thousand dollars. I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like, can I sell them? I'm like, no, you can't. 6 months, you gotta wait 6 months. It's a strategic way to make sure that everyone's tokens don't drop in value suddenly and you lose everything. Now, could that happen? Of course. Listen, I'm not a financial guy, but I know that when you invest in something, there is risk. There's risk associated with any investment. There's no guarantee on any of this. Something could happen with cryptocurrency, or there could be a regulation put in within the government that stops all of this from happening. Do I think that's happening? No. Why? Because I listen to what Trump says, and I listen to what his son says, and I listen to what the administration says, and I listen to what other countries are doing. So I'm completely confident. Completely. All right, last thing. The ATLA token price on Boostify changes Wednesday. The price is going up on Boostify starting Wednesday. It will change permanently. It will not go back down again. Once it goes up, there's no doubt, It only goes up from there. So you have from today until Wednesday and the last few days since I've been talking about this, to get in and get the current prices. You guys have already seen some of the packs that are on Boostify are no longer there. There was I think $100 pack and a $500 pack. They're gone. They're not even there anymore. Minimum is $1,000 pack. 211 tokens for that 1,000. And they go up in increments. It's like 1,000, I think it's 5,000, 10,000, 25, 50, 100, 250, 500, million. Something like that. Probably I missed a couple in between, whatever. Over the last 4 days, this token surged and is now touching $160 a token. The price increase is driven by strong United States public momentum. Our PR and our momentum it's at 180. Are you shitting me? Get out of here. It's at $181. Well, I was just talking about momentum. There's your momentum. You could sit on your XRP. It's fine. Or you could use the XRP to buy the ATLA token. What do you believe? What do you trust? What research makes sense to you? It's now at $180. The price increase is driven by the momentum that we're creating from a PR, from a public relation point of view. Major businesses, I wish I could give you a list. Major businesses are already looking into the ATLA token. Major businesses. The main marketing push starts next week. We haven't even started the marketing push yet. Our team, and we had some strategic discussions about this, we expect the ATLA token to grow extremely aggressively next week. I know going from $22, $23 to $180 seems aggressive. You guys remember Bitcoin? Do you know of Bitcoin? Do you know that Bitcoin, the initial early investors in Bitcoin, bought them for under $1? And then the price went up, and then it 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 crashed. Then it went up again. It went up. People were buying Ferraris for the equivalent of $500 because they bought Bitcoin so early. What do you think we're doing here? Adam Ventures has the technology to be the next Facebook, Uber, Instacart, DoorDash. We have the tech. We have the minds. We have the ethic, the work ethic, and we have the motivation and the determination. We are going to do it. That's Adam Ventures. But our tokens, I believe we're the next Bitcoin. Look at what's happening with the token. And we haven't even begun. Now's your chance. Now, the original plan was to increase the Boostify price by 50% this coming week, but we've canceled that. The Boostify price will be increased much more closer to the current market levels. The current $2 to $5 price window on Boostify will not be available anymore. Before we wrap up and get into the other stuff that I promised you guys, I told you it was going to be a very good live. Let me hit this one more time, because this is the part where most people will regret ignoring. Starting today, you can buy the ATLA token on Boostify. My link is below. Using XRP. That is not a small little footnote. It's not a small little feature. It is a gateway for you to transfer what you've been hoping on into something that's actually working. If you're sitting on XRP, you now have a direct bridge into a real sports economy. that's turning on right now. You are in the midst of it. You don't need to sell everything. You don't need to gamble, but you could diversify. You got so much XRP, take a portion of it, half of it, all of it, a little bit of it, whatever you want. Diversify, right? Smart move. It's a smart move. Everybody will tell you to diversify. Why not diversify with this, right? Maybe move a small portion of your XRP into ATLA. While the burn is about to start next week and the arena utility is ramping up, take advantage of this. If you've been waiting for a clean moment, some, now I got it, thing that goes off in your head, this is it. Use your XRP, get your ATLA token, position yourself before the next phase becomes obvious to absolutely everyone. It's not obvious to everybody yet. Not yet. Now let me show you that little short video. Very short. It's like 2-3 minutes. This is when it's going to become obvious to everyone. Hold on, I gotta find it. I'm sorry. There it is. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Gotta download it first. It's downloading. 10%. This is why what you're about to see now with this video is why, well, it's one of the reasons the burn mechanism gets activated next week. The price goes up next week. The contracts that we're signing are going to strategically put our company in position to make major moves. But this is what's happening next week in terms of marketing. We're no longer just touching on international soccer. Remember we did the appreciation drop a couple weeks ago? I told you to click that link and fill out a form, answer some questions, let us know if you have any contacts with people, whether it's in the sporting industry or whether it's in the influencer industry or whatever. And we gave you a free Jiggle token and a free ATLA token for doing that. We are going to start reaching out to a lot of you people soon to market. You are going to help us market. You are going to be on the inside of what we're doing. No watching from the sidelines or hoping you could have competed. All right, hold on, let me get this up here. Whoa, not so loud there, Mr. Football guy. All right, let me get this up on the screen. This is a 2 minute and 17 second video, of course it is. And after that, we're gonna get into the Intel portion of tonight's live. So, add video. Uploading. Question in the chat: why use this to kick XRP? I just listen. I'm just giving you options. You know, if you want to hold on to the XRP and you think it's a great thing, go ahead. All right, here we go. 2 minute 17 second video about to hit right now. Watch this.
I know this feeling. Out here, you either get noticed or you don't exist. I just needed a shot. The problem was, no one even knew I was here. I'm from a place where talent gets overlooked every day. No scouts, no connections, just work. Then one day, I saw something different. Snap Union. They didn't care who I knew. They wanted to see what I could do.
Hey, what's your name?
Marcus,
Nice to meet you, Marcus. Let's set up your athlete profile. What position do you play?
wide receiver.
Nice. How old are you?
19.
And where are you from?
Compton, California. I built my profile, ran the tests, let the data speak. Ranked in my state, ranked across the country. Same standards, same system, no matter where you're from.
Let's start with the 5-10-5 shuttle.
Every sprint measured, every jump tracked, every result ranked. For the first time, I knew exactly where I stood.
Got your result. Your acceleration is better than 82% of players your age.
Performance isn't just tracked, it's rewarded. Every verified result generates value.
Nice work. All tests complete. Marcus, you're now ranked in your state.
And then, someone finally watched. One profile view. That's all it took. Because when your numbers are real, the right people find you.
And it's not just about the money and the power. It's about sending a message.
Snap Union didn't just track my performance, it gave me a chance.
We are about to change the world. We are about to change the world with Jiggle. We're about to change the world with neurodesign. We're about to change the world with our techie studios. We are about to change the world with blockchain sports. We will change the sporting industry forever. We will change recruitment forever. These kids cannot get in front of scouts. They cannot afford to be part of anything that requires money. Now they don't have to. Now, all they have to do is download our app, follow the instructions, talk to our assistant, give their name, give their location. They don't even have to give their actual name. And start doing drills. All the drills are coordinated and matched with our AI tech. And we create a ranking system in their state, in their division, in their age group, in their whatever. How do they get seen? That's where the schools come in. Schools have our app too. And by the way, as these athletes are performing all of these duties within the app, they're earning ATLA tokens. If it's not the most brilliant thing you've ever seen, tell me what is. Because I guarantee you, when I sit at the table with the NCAA, and when I sit at the table with Major League Baseball, and when I sit at the table with the NFL, the NBA, the way that I describe this to them, and the way that I market this to them, they will buy it. You could be part of this. You can not only be part of blockchain sports, you could be part of Atom Ventures. Who's on the fence? Who did I talk to a few weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, that wanted to put in $500,000 or $1 million into Atom Ventures or more, and then didn't? Said they were going to, started all the paperwork, and then they didn't do it. I'm talking to you. Now is your chance. Now is your opportunity And if you can't get involved on any of those levels, get involved with the ATLA token. Take advantage of the opportunity I have sitting right in front of you right now, because you will not, I promise you, you will not get another opportunity like this ever again. Good job, Phil. All right, let's get into the ongoings here of, we're gonna move on now to the Intel portion of tonight's live. Thank you guys for bearing with me there. I know many of you that are